Guys, let's be real. AI is here to stay, and it's not just staying, it's dominating. The way we think, act, behave, and work is going to change forever. Okay, so don't get me wrong or don't misunderstand me. I'm not a fan of AI. I'm in fact the biggest hater. But if something says it's inevitable, then you might as well just be prepared.
I am inevitable.
So what am I saying, or what does this mean? Surely there is a good amount of reason or fact that I as an artist decides to stand up for AI. Yes, there is. And that humanity is at one point again witnessing a changing world. The gears of evolution is taking place, and there's a monumental shift happening right now as I'm speaking. And that shift is artificial intelligence, AI. So what does this mean for artists? Well, it means that there's going to be a new type of art or form of art, which is good news. Okay, I know. As crazy and funny as it sounds, it's actually true. Although in order for this to make sense to you, you need to rethink what AI is. Okay, let me explain. AI is nothing more than a high-end, super advanced computer which still requires human input solely because of the essence of soul. Sure, AI can work, multitask, produce at a much faster rate compared to most humans, and also outcompete humans generally, efficiency-wise, but it still depends on humans. Let's think about it. AI was created for the purpose of completing tasks, right? They have no real objective as their occurrence is not natural or a thing of nature. So because of this, AI will forever require human input directions because it lacks that soul or the fundamental building blocks of what living is. It's a gift only nature can give. So what am I saying here? I'm saying as long as AI lacks that basic fundamentals, it will always need and require humans to be validated as their entire existence and purpose relies solely on the existence of the human species. Let's say even if AI will somehow one day miraculously develop consciousness, without the human race, it would lose meaning fast and rapidly become obsolete because they are an unnatural outcome existing in a natural environment. More so, they lack the basic fundamentals of life to comfortably and properly live in that environment. Honestly, they'll slowly just self-destruct due to existentialism and so on. So no, AI is not going to replace human, and neither would humans become obsolete unless we stop thinking. AI in our world today is nothing but a tool for novelty and efficiency. Nothing more, nothing less. So if it's just a tool, why are people scared of it, angry at it, hating on it? The simple reason is we don't really understand AI yet. It's still new to our human experience, and the way it's being used scares us. It's like a threat to our very existence. So instead of us embracing and adapting AI, we keep it at an arm's length. But then let's face it, who is using AI? Us, right? It's still humans using AI. You see, there is a problem. It's not humans versus AI. It's humans versus humans who use AI. There's a disruption in our modern way of life in our world today, which is causing a lot of resistance due to fear and paranoia. But in reality, it's just evolution taking place again. The world is evolving, a new era is coming, And humanity is at that point again where they either have to adapt or be left behind and forgotten. It's a never-ending cycle that has been happening throughout history since the beginning of time. Something new emerges, there's resistance, it causes disruption, people start adapting until it becomes the new norm. Just like in the 1800s, painters were not happy with the emergence of the camera. They resisted and gave comments like, "Who'll hire a portrait artist if the camera can do it in minutes? Painting dead." And they all just predicted that painting would die. But did it? Okay, how about the late 20th century and early 21st century, like the 90s and 2000s, where traditional animators and illustrators resisted the rise of digital and 3D art? People said it lacked real craft and uniqueness, to which a few even argue about it till today. Some said it was quote-unquote cheating, lazy in our terms today, slow, and others called it quote-unquote fake art. Well, how is that lazy fake art doing now? It's even the backbone of the kinds of animations we have today. Can you see the patterns here? Once again, we are at that point again in the tides of this cultural shift, and where we are with AI is honestly at the disruption phase. When you have huge major industries like Netflix using AI to be efficient, or game hardware companies like Nvidia using AI for demos and test runs, or even digital artists using AI to help with elements such as backgrounds or compositions, one can say it's only a matter of time before the adaptation phase erupts and explodes. To all artists, I'm sorry, but you're in for some rude awakening if you think AI is a bubble. AI did not just start, it was slowly built until it emerged, and it has proven with time and time again through disruptions and adaptations in the business world, industries, and even in our daily lives that it's the future. It has only gotten better and better and better, and it will keep getting better and better and better with each upgrade. Actually, the mixed feelings and emotions we artists have towards AI is common. Despite hate, envy, shame, guilt, fear, the existentialism we have towards AI is natural and pure instinct. It's the same way the artists before us felt when our current lifetime was presented to them early. And it's the same way the next generation of artists are going to feel when there's an emergence of a new tidal shift or a way of living. It's human for us to exercise our emotions and vent our frustrations. But the truth is, artists don't actually hate AI. We are just simply afraid. Afraid that it copies you, does what you do faster, with less effort. Afraid that your life's work will become meaningless and obsolete because man-made object can now replicate what you do. Afraid that a man-made object without the gravity of your soul will be chosen over you, who put in heart and soul and blood and tears in your work and craft. The shame, guilt, and envy of admiring the work of a man-made object that is meant to imitate you without the possession of true cultivated craftsmanship that defines the essence of your life's work and validates it. These fears and feelings can definitely lead artists to chronic depression, existentialism, paranoia, and all sorts of mentally disturbing emotions. But please remember, AI is merely just a tool, an extension of human creativity, not a replacement. I honestly want to urge artists not to direct what they feel towards AI because it can lead to blindsight and biased judgment, and also ignorance and loud arrogance. This thing is just a tool being told what to do. Instead, our feelings should be directed at those using it, us humans. There is a clear misconduct, misuse, and abuse of AI with its emergence, like plagiarism and so on. This is true, and there is no proper ethics in place. However, with every new emergence poses its threats and dangers. The same knives that are used to cut vegetables can also be used to kill a person. And the emergence of guns and firearms protected people but did not stop people from killing each other. However, rules and laws were reinforced and put in place to protect and preserve ethics. The rise of these threats is more of a question on morality and human ethics than anything else, really. But each uprising brought about its own reinforced rules, simply because of human sentience, which is the major factor of many factors in humans that separates us from an average beast. Okay, now that we've understood what AI is, what now is AI art? And who are AI artists? But first, what is art? Art is the conscious creation of something with skill, emphasis on skill, and imagination to express ideas or emotions, or to produce something of beauty or significance. Okay, now let's see another definition. The expression or application of human creative skill, again, skill and imagination. Now, what's a skill? A skill is the ability to do something well. Now, define visual arts. Visual arts is creative arts whose products are to be appreciated by sight such as painting, sculpture, and film. So where am I heading with all this? Prompters. Yeah, these guys, as I like to call them, generative artists. Generative artists, prompters, AI bros are not visual artists. Artistically, what they do is actually a form of art, which is more literally inclined, but never visual arts. They are using words to express their imaginations, just like how a poet uses words to express moods, emotions, and to tell stories. Remember, I said AI is a tool and an extension of human creativity. Prompters using AI to generate visual art, images or so, is the equivalent of visual artists producing works based off of poets. Visual arts require you to have skills to produce and bring your imagination to life. Generative is different from producing. When you produce, you make and create. When you generate, you copy and replicate. It's not really your work when you generate. That work is a copy of an already produced work. This is the sole reason why prompters, AI bros, generative artists cannot be termed as visual artists. Neither can they be called AI artists, as artists are majorly visually inclined. If they were to be classified as artists, then they are equivalent to people who trace other artworks. It's just basically copy upon copies upon copies, no originality. So, who then is an AI artist, you would ask? I'd like to think of that term as something unfathomable, something fresh, new, creative, something we cannot comprehend, think of, or just imagine yet. Think about it. Before the 1800s, painters were originally photographers. Their creatives saw more business opportunities, so no one from their time could really comprehend how such skill could be outperformed. So a camera was just unfathomable. The same way in the late 20th century, where traditional illustrators and animators couldn't comprehend that what they could do could be done on a computer. The way AI artists will transform the world when it merges would be one of the most creative forms humanity has ever achieved. We all know with each new emergence comes its uproar and market shifts. Since the markets tend to follow the curve, this means whatever we are doing now or however we are doing it won't yield value in the next years to come if it is not inclined in that trend. That is AI. But wait, remember how I said this is good news? So, how's it good news? Well, the reason is because we as an artist can adapt, find ways to integrate AI into our workflows, and use AI as the tool that it is to extend our creativity and give birth to something cosmic and miraculous. Let's adapt and show the world how powerful, creative, and persistent the mind of an artist is, just like the artists before us did. When the camera disrupted and painters said it was over for them, pioneers were born. Powerful creatives such as Salvador Dali, Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Wesley Kandinsky, Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir changed the way art was perceived and transformed it. They explored more dynamism with art, used more colors, painted with palettes of emotions, and gave birth to wonders like Cubism, Impressionism, Abstractism. Their adaptation gave rise to a generation of creatives and artists who painted differently, more vividly, more emotionally. These artists didn't just inspire, they left a mark and have since been revered even till now, presently, as the pioneers of art. Again, when computers were born and the idea that they could be used artistically emerged, there was great resistance among traditionalists. But still, some artists adapted, and it gave rise to new expressions of art in animation, concept art, modern art. Then it gave birth to 3D art, 3D animations, and then the era of digital artists was born, giving rise to some of the titans we have today, like Rafik Anadol, Peeble, Loish, Samyang, Lop, Ross Droz, Guiz. All these artists and more inspire some of the most creative minds we have in our world today, and some of the most talented visual artists in our modern times, and will even inspire generations to come. Now think about this. Imagine life without this emergence. What would you think would happen to these pioneers? If the camera did not come, would they be? Or if the computers were not born, how would the lives of these people be like? Each emergence did not replace the previous. Instead, it gave birth and rise to a newer model, simply because of one main factor that is in every human basic survival instinct: adaptation. Time and time again, life has told us, history has told us that if one does not adapt change, they become changed with those who adapt it. Because of adaptation, these were the big players of those times. These are the big players of these times. Who knows what the future has in store for us? We honestly often underrate the power of evolution in life, but it's normal for us humans to behave this way actually. Why? Because we often don't learn from history too, and as always, we are doomed to repeat it. So please, to all artists, we shouldn't keep our mind to new possibilities just because of fear and hate and paranoia. Anything could happen and totally new players could emerge. And it's factual as history always repeats itself. And countless times after countless times, again and again, has it proven that the victors of evolution and constant change are those that adapt. So therefore, in summary, artists, regulate your feelings, adapt, learn, and harmonize with AI. It's a tool, not your replacement. Integrate it to your workflows. Find a way to use it as a creative outlet and beat the system designed to enslave you. This, however, is not a law or rule for artists to follow or adapt. It's only a merciful solution to a merciless and inevitable transformation. Thank you.